We don't talk so much about what we have been through, although we have touched upon it a little bit, but we want to say that the awakening journey, it can be quite challenging in the moments where you think something is one way and then it turns out to be a completely different way. That's what we realized. We realized that, whoa, we were living a lie. We were not seeing the reality of what was going on. And it's almost like, it can feel a little bit like you are the odd one out. But it's most people, some people know. There are some very intelligent people that know, and they use this and continue to manipulate people. Not because they think that there is anything wrong with it. They don't see the complete totality, otherwise they wouldn't do it, because they know that whenever you take advantage of someone else on the outside, it's the same thing as being taken advantage of. It's the same frequency, because one matches the other in frequency, right? So we had a lot of feelings to go through, and we were not in touch with our body very much. And this process got us really deeply in touch with the reality of what we were doing with our body. And it was a real wake-up call in reality. And very grateful for that experience. It has been very challenging to come back from it, because we had to go to depths. This is what Gaia took us to depths of ourself that we never knew existed. I mean, we get how people are lost in their thinking, in their brain, in their fabricated worlds. We totally get that, because we used to be one of them. Now it's completely different, and the only reason for that is because we were taken so deep down in our psychology to anchor light there. To feel through it all, to be part of the experience with the body, to dare to feel all of that, to dare to experience living here, dare to experience pain, dare to open your heart, dare to be vulnerable again. Not just for the sake of it. Everything seems to be so for the trend thing. No. It's because it's your path through your body. It's so much more than what people think it is. It's so much more. You can't even grasp it. There are real feelings that come to life the more you focus in and learn other senses of the body. when you truly master your emotions, you can use it for what it is meant for, which is to read what's going on for the body and then make the appropriate corrections to the best of your ability. And that's what we did. We did the best that we could with the information that we had, going in these loops and tripping up, and it was quite something. And manipulation and control, like it was a whole mix in there. And we allowed for that. And that's one of the greatest learnings from that time, is like when something doesn't feel good, we have now practiced so much to close, to say no to situations and places and people and things that do not see us, value us, or just are into some kind of weird facadic dualistic game. We don't want to play that game anymore. We're done. It's like we know it. We've written a book about it, actually, and it is called I Am the Remedy, and it is coming out soon. And that is the entire process that was channeled in that seed process. Because when you shift, you're very raw, man. Like it's not like you're shift and then you're done. Like you're shift, but then you're just feeling how much pain you've ignored for the sake of concepts in the mind. It's crazy. But as you're going deeper and deeper through the layers of the human consciousness, and do the right thing, speak up for the body, take actions for the body to protect it. Yeah. When outside mirrors are behaving not what you want, you are completely in your right to just close that relationship. That's what many people don't know how to do. They don't want to seem rude. Oh, I don't want to offend you by closing the relationship, so I'd rather pretend, superficial, but then never talk to you again. You know, like it's these people have a hard time with reality, with actually telling the truth and saying what they want. What do you want? You know, people are pretending so much to fit in to this, that, and the other. Let's play a different game. That's what we're inviting. We're inviting to play a different game, because we were quite stubborn in our decision. We were like, we want company, but it's like, I'd rather be alone completely than to deal with anyone close to me in the dualistic perspective without it being some kind of training situation. We're just done with it. It's like we've tried, it didn't work for us. We are here to create a new game. A new game of how to truly live in harmony with both yourself, your body, and people around you. This is what we're channeling now. And we are walking that path with their guidance. Jeshua, the Ascended Masters, they're all guiding this process so that we can finally learn how it is to be in harmony. You know? These are the times for that. But we know that many beings are still coming out of trauma and drama and all kinds of stuff. And many beings don't want to let go of their soother, before they grow up. And people are where they're at, and that's okay. But I'm also where I'm at, and that's also okay. Both can exist, just not in the same frequency. You can only choose one or the other. And whatever you have chosen, you're going to see evidence in your reality. So if you're seeing things out there you don't like, just know that you have in some level of your consciousness, not chosen correctly, according to energetic truth and harmony of what can be created out there for you. That doesn't mean that every thought creates instantly. No. It's a process to anchor light here. It's a process to anchor these transformations. It is a process to grow in consciousness. It's time to disengage from the mind and truly get into the body. Not just in concept like, oh yeah, I'm getting into the body, I'm feeling the body, That's not, that too, but that's not it, that's not all. It's like meditation, it's more, taking your time when you want to speak. Balancing out your energy in how you deal with people in these cycles that we have talked a lot about, these ascension cycles and these spirals of frequency. You can start to become very aware, and you will become very aware the more you practice this, because it is the practice of energetic truth, which is the alignment of the knower with the feeler. And that means the knower needs to have a different perspective. That's why sometimes it doesn't feel good to hear the truth sometimes, because you're suddenly feeling all the yucky feelings that you have to sort of deal with. Many beings have sort of put a lid on it. That's not a good idea. That's why diseases form eventually, because you don't deal with the energetic truth. And it's so it's so relieving when you hear it and you acknowledge it. It's like, poof, you just have more energy. That's what happens every single time that we channel. It's really, really because we are aligning our consciousness with a much higher way of looking at this reality, so that we don't have to keep manifesting all the time, but we're manifesting a new operating system so that we can use that as a baseline for all of us to function. Because once we have a baseline of operation between one another that we can agree on, that always needs to suit everyone. It can't just suit one person and not another. It needs to suit everyone. And this perspective suits everyone. It is built from love. It is built of a desire to harmonize and to be finally done with these dualistic games. We are done. Do you want to play with us? Then come along. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and we'll see you again in the next one. Take care. Ciao.